Seribot, always the fastest. Jeff, you were so fast. Oh my gosh. Oh, some real speed, dang. I forgot. It was so early today. Yeah. I'm speed. You are both so speed. I have not. I am totally not just putting everything together the moment before. Definitely not. I would never do something like that. I'm consuming speed. Whoa, consuming speed. Bum, bum, ba, 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 da. Bum, bum, ba. Bum, bum, da, 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 da. Da, da. Twitch has started. Oh my gosh. Whoa, you can't... Raven. There you are, Raven. Hello oh my, Raiders. Oh jeez. Hello everybody. Welcome to Raven Raiders. How are you doing, guys, boys, everybody? Hello, welcome. We just started stream like a few minutes ago. Oh, welcome in, Raven. It's nice to have you. Happy everybody. Cool stream happening today. We're gonna go over some memories and do some cool stuff and just have a great time. I know, I've been watching. Raven, you're awesome. You are. Da, da, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. And we're just gonna activate my trap card Uno reverse. Dang, that's a pretty powerful one. And we're actually going to loop the we're gonna loop some music today. We're gonna have 2 times long starting stream, just so we can really like savor the moment, because this is big. Yeah, 2 years. Can you imagine that? I've been doing this for 2 years. Oh man. Yeah, welcome in everybody. If you didn't know, we are it's pretty crazy. I just made the starting student screen like 20 minutes ago. I pulled in images from everywhere. All of my things. I've known this for 18 years. It's true. That is exactly what happened. Oh my gosh, Raven. Very good. Raven bestie, Raven beloved. Oh my goodness. Thank you in Raven's Wake for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Raven. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I can't express how grateful I am for you. No, you know what? I'll go into a lot of this later, but I am grateful for all of you. Like, just genuinely. Stardew Valley. That is so based of you, actually. I'll add that to the list, actually. I have Stardew Valley, and I played it once with Moss, but I've never fully played it. Could appreciate, friend. Raven, you're lovely. And married an alcoholic. It's just the Stardew Valley way. Alright, we're getting ready to start, everybody. We're counting down. We're getting very close. Is everybody ready? We've got another minute or so, and then we start. Then alcoholic. Oh man. I don't know how to count. Don't worry. We're almost there. Bum bum. We're getting counting down. Here we go. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got an extra special long one today, and we started an hour early. This is... Oh, I forgot to loop it. I forgot to unloop it. My bad. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 2 years. I know how to Twitch. You know what that means. Hello, everybody. Today is a little bit of a special day. If you haven't already been able to tell, today is, well, technically tomorrow, but today is my 2-year anniversary of streaming. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I thought, why not have a stream day to celebrate it? So I got music, I got a list. We're going to be doing this for hopefully 3 hours. We're going to do it for the first hour. We're going to go through Connection Point and look at what we've done in there, kind of go over some memories. Hour 2, we're going to play some mini games and stuff. And hour 3, we're going to play some parkour and chill out. And I am very excited. A lot has happened this year, everybody, and man, it's crazy to think back along. That just I've been doing this for 2 years, and in just this year alone, so much has happened. So yeah, let's get started. We're taking a trip down memory lane today. And I thought, what better place to start the stream than right here at the thing that has kept it going for almost a year and a half now, I want to say. Yeah, I think just over a year and a half now, which is crazy. Connection Point. So, if you don't already know, this is Connection Point, or otherwise abbreviated as CP if you have ever seen my streams. This is my long-term survival world. I started playing when 1.17 came out, and have been slowly updating and adding to it as the updates have gone by, and now we're getting into 1.20. Next year, 1.20 should come out, and right now we're on 119.2. I'll probably update to 119.3 at some point. Optifine doesn't have a release yet for that, though, so... And, yeah, a lot has happened in this world. Like, a ridiculous number of streams and hours have gone into this world alone. Whether you've been here or not, there is a lot to show you. We are going to be going over a lot of stuff in this hour, and hopefully we can make it. Because there's a lot that's going on. So, like I said, this is my survival world, and a lot of the stuff you see here was actually built back in 2021. Like this, all of this. A lot of it's old over here, but a lot of it's also new, like quite a lot of it. If we look over here, if we find our way down, we come to the most important part of everything, the Tree of Time. Now this tree has been slowly but surely collecting all of my achievements. This is like my achievement tree that I just add onto whenever I get achievements. And yeah, it starts all the way back at 50 follows. So we have 50 follows on July 27th, affiliate on September 22nd, 1 year of Twitch, that was last year, December 22nd, 100 follows, that's the 100th follower, the time I enabled affiliate, 1 year of Connection Point, which was June 10th. So yeah, this year we had a full year of Connection Point. I hit 150 followers on August 15th. I reached 100 videos on YouTube on the 26th. I reached 100 subs on October 8th. I released my first hour-long film over on YouTube on the 22nd. And I had 5 years of YouTube on 3/11, on March 11th. This tree has been slowly but surely collecting all my achievements, and today we're going to be able to add another one. Granted, it'll be for tomorrow, but for today that'll be what it counts. It is crazy just how much has happened in 1 year. I mean, I'm actually working on a full 2022 recap right now, so you'll see a lot more in that than I'll go over here. This is just Twitch and all the things I've done here, but there is a full Mins and Melbucks recap coming out next Friday. The 30th, I think? Yeah, look out for that. It's going to be big. That is going to be super cool. A little bit of a future promotion. But today, we get to actually add a sign to the board, because we have reached 2 years. I've been doing this for 2 years, which is kind of ridiculous that it's been going on that long and I've been able to do all this. I'm looking out for everything you do. I appreciate it, Raven. But now it's time to go into everything we did this year. And there's no better place to start than the board. Now, this board actually was built back at the end of 2021 and has been here the whole year. If you don't know this board, this is a goal board that I made back on December 31st of 2021, the day before 2022 started. And these were all of my goals, all 18 of them, because there's, can I position this? There's one there, and there's one there. So there are 2 goals. There are 9 goals on each side, goals for the world and goals for myself. And over the year, I've been slowly completing them and accomplishing them until now that we almost have all of them done. There's still a few we need to get left done, and as we go forward throughout the week and stuff, you'll see those. I plan on making a map of the world, on going to the end and getting an elytra, and actually the iron farm from last Connection Point stream is done, so we can mark that off, but I might save that for later. Basically, this is a board of goals that I completed this year. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff on. Okay, so let's start with the project side. So the project side, we had finished the mob farm decor, which you can kind of see over there. We had the underground village, my village trading hall, an Enderman farm, pumpkin, melon, sugarcane farms, storage system, tree farm, iron farm, and nether hub. Those were all my goals, as well as making a map room of the year, which I do plan on putting down in the Tree of Time room. Then we have, for my own personal goals, go to the end, fill out the world a bit more, expand the Tree of Time, which I did, sustainable food source, start a Discord server, turn on affiliates, 1 month per video, and reaching 150 followers on Twitch, as well as thinking of a new name for the time tree at the time. And for the most part, I have accomplished almost everything. I believe the end goal is that we're going to be able to make 15 out of the 18 goals done this year, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, it's crazy how much has happened in just the 1 year. I have a lot to go over. So yeah, this is the board that has been leading us on this whole year and giving me goals and things to do. And at the end of this year, we'll do another one. We'll take everything down and start it over again. But to add on to this, we're going to go around the world and explore all the things that have been built since I built that board. Everything that was built in 2022 since I last got on here. Starting with these mud farms. These mud farms are actually much more recent than than some of the other things we'll be talking about here. But they're the closest, so we'll start with these. These mud farms are, well, a mud farm. This is one I designed myself, and that is my actual mud farm, because it's much faster. This is a redstone one that I made. It is very finicky. It was a wonderful challenge to accomplish, but man, it did not work really well. So my main source of mud is this little pool right here. You place in a ring of dirt, you waterlog them to mud, and then you break them. And that is how this area has kind of been filled out. There's some scaffolding over here. And yeah, that's this. And if we go over here for a second, we're gonna go down into the mines. Now, whether you've been watching my YouTube, which if you haven't, you should go. I'm very close to hitting 110 subs. So if any of you are here and you haven't, I would highly recommend it. I released a film about a month ago now, and I've been releasing episodes of Hollow Knight, and then of course my recap of the year is going to come out soon. So very cool stuff, and there's always stuff from next year that I have ideas for. Yeah, so if you've watched any YouTube or been here since the earlier days, this mine has actually been here for a very long time. This was the first project I ever worked on in this world. And as you can see, I had a little transition that went down. But something new that was added to it was this. This used to all be Bedrock, but of course, 1.18 came out last year and updated, and one of the things we added this year was this whole underground section, which goes all the way down to like Y54, I think. It just continues all the way down here. And yeah, we have a little cave system. This is where I've gotten some of my deep slate ores, most of my deep slates, and also the moss pit. This is the moss hole, everybody. If you've wondered how I get so much moss, I got it here. This is where I farm moss. There's also a very precarious staircase that makes its way down. You can get up and down it, but it is a little interesting. It's very tall. I did actually. I am. Yeah, I will talk about that more in the recap of the year, but I do plan on taking, at least for YouTube, taking the month off to just give myself a little bit of a break. So I'm not sure how that will affect Hollow Knight streams for next year. Because, you know, if there's no videos, then we want to be careful with how we do Hollow Knight streams. So Hollow Knight streams might be a little bit finicky. January of 2022 or 2023. But yeah, besides from like my usual New Year's videos that I make, there will be I will be taking a break for January. Twitch, I'm not sure yet. That really depends on how busy I become with job applications, job interviews, learning to drive, you know, growing up stuff. It really depends on where all of that goes. But if I do take a break, you will know about it. Yeah, so this is where we've been mining deep slate. This is where we've been mining moss. Lots of mining goes on down here. Because it's so deep, we don't have to worry about like anything, you know, looking not nice or just having like, you know, stuff. We have to keep the aesthetic of the upper area, which is very appreciated. And shout out to anybody that remembers, oh, what was it? I don't remember what number stream it was. I don't remember what stream it was, but everybody that was here or wasn't here, y'all remember my moss stream. I spent 3 hours in this world looking for a piece of moss because I did not have moss for over a year. It was quite scary, actually. I only recently have moss blocks. It took me 3 hours of searching to find it. Eventually I did find it. It took like 7 shipwrecks and like 2 hours in a cave. I died a bunch. It was actual insanity. Hello Wolf, how are you doing today? It is 2 years. Today we are celebrating 2 years and we're kind of going over a bunch of memories and things. So to add on to that, cocoa bean farm. We didn't have a cocoa bean farm last year. We started that. Can't you create moss? I can. But I didn't have any moss blocks for a very long time. I didn't have like a source moss to go off of, which was kind of annoying because I needed moss for a build, and it took me 3 hours to find it. To just find moss, it was that difficult. So yeah, we added that. Actually, and funny enough, this is old, but the tree farm was actually this year. Water plus stone equals moss. That does not work, unfortunately. That is mud. No, mud is dirt and water bottle. You can't create moss like that. Here, actually, I'm gonna go make a boat so we can go over to our next little area. Another big project that was done within the last few months, I want to say. I believe it was September when we did this. But we actually went through and finished a lot of old projects this year. which was really nice because from what for mossy stone and such, it's possible. It is not possible. Oh, in a certain way you form the designs for mossy stone and such, it's possible. See, you can make mossy stone by adding stone. No, you can only make mossy stone bricks and mossy cobblestone, which is you take stone bricks and cobblestone and you add vines to them, or moss. But you can't get the moss back. And you can't take the moss out. So let's see, if we go over here, you will see this gorgeous little build over here. This build is very, very old. This is another really early project that I started much earlier last year. But for a long time, it wasn't finished. It sat unfinished for about a year. And it was only around September that I went around and completely finished it. So most of the designs that you see here are completely brand new to the last half of the year. That is not how Minecraft works. Are you sure? Are you sure that is... Yeah, that does not happen in normal vanilla Minecraft. I'll tell you that. So yeah, we got our little ring of cobblestone of moss here. Or not moss. What is it? Copper blocks. We have our deep slate going up. We have our leaves draping around, and we have a nice little resting spot up here that are in the South North Pole. Ice things front of your base. That would be cool, actually, because I do have that big ice spikes biome, which I do plan on using next year. Since my first goal for next year will be the Nether Hub, we're going to be using a lot of ice. I'm going to make an ice farm, and I'm going to make it cool. But yeah, we have a whole campfire set up. We have a whole little, like, camp out area up here. I am Minecraft, but, like, heavily modded to the point it's no longer about crafting or mining. Yeah, fair. Modded is fun. Just talking about getting a job. Just got one myself a few days ago. That is cool. And I was. It is something that I have had to start thinking about over the last 4 or 5 months, and it's probably something that's going to be a part of my... They changed that. I'm not crazy, right? The lapis indent did not used to be that detailed. Anyways, this is where my enchanting setup is. This is the actual farm. Last year I built up all the grass, and this is my vine farm. This is where I keep all my vines, and this is where I grow them. So I have my vine farm in here, but that's old. If we go over here, there are some biomes we discovered this year that we didn't have last year, or we didn't visit last year. We gotta go past this little island right here and zoom out a bit. Why can work not be like just chill vibes? Cause work is work. Work can be chill, but a lot of work isn't, and that's sad. And lifting due to marshals. True. Hey, good on you. Yeah, we gotta sell it just a bit for this. We should be... Here we go. Are we approaching? We have to be close. Here it is. This is our mesa biome. This is where I have been getting all my terracotta and things for all of my builds this year. And it is also something that we found this year while we went out looking for moss. It is also where I chopped down an entire forest. Because you see, this over here used to be a forest, which you can probably tell from the saplings that are littered here that have not despawned, because I haven't been over in a while. This used to be a forest, and I said no. No oak. and I took down all the oak except that little part. So this is where I've been getting. You can see the little hole over there, where I've been mining terracotta, and I do plan to use this block more. I'm not sure where. It kind of just happens, but I had to use a lot of it for a project, which we will be getting to soon. Why can't you fly yet? Because I am extremely slow with progression. You see these diamond tools here? They took about a year to get. That's not a joke. The only reason they're enchanted is because I've been working on a villager trading hall for the better part of about a year and 4 months or so. I plan to get my elytra at the very end of the year. December 31st, that stream is going to be going to the end, getting the elytra, reading the end poem, starting our new goals for the new year, whole bunch of stuff. But yes, I am very slow with progression by myself, so this world is very chill, very slow. What are you gonna talk about? It is actually very likely I get netherite year then, because I have streams 24th, 26th. I believe so. There will be one on the 24th, I believe, where we'll be doing like a little like Christmas stream, like doing the map stuff. I have some plans to do some like Christmassy things for FET, which actually I can take off my armor. I'm safe. I have tools. I have a little Christmas skin. If you didn't already notice, I have a little winter skin for the month of December, which was very fun. I changed around the colors and had fun with it. There's even a little pickaxe on my head and little bows that I added. Those are actually mine. But yeah, I've actually been saving up a lot of beds for netherite mining. So it is actually possible we get netherite next year. It might take us a long time, but I think it's very possible. So now we head back. I think that might have been the shipwreck we found moss at, but I'm not sure. Alright, gotta wake up at 4 from now on. Have fun. Alright, see you, Wolf. Thank you for popping by. So there's a few things we have to check out over here before we leave and go check out the main attraction. Luckily, a world tour isn't horribly difficult because I've only really built in 2 places in this world, so I don't have to worry about too many things. Here we go. We will take a stop here. Ah, how could I forget? We almost missed my dirt mining area. We used this a lot this year. If you didn't know, I for a very long time did not have any place to get dirt or sand, and I still don't really have a place to get a lot of dirt, but I did find a desert, which we'll actually be visiting in a second. And because of that, I needed a place to get dirt and sand. And conveniently, I chose this place. Yeah, I also didn't realize that for a long time. I also thought it was IRS. This area used to be covered in dirt and sand, and, well, now it is definitely not. This has all been taken down very low. There's still a little bit of sand here, but let's quickly run back. There is... Yeah, I think we can save... I think we can hold off checking on the desert, but I do want to show you the Tree of Time. There is a very cool build in there that I want to show. So like I said earlier, the Tree of Time basically is a way I can mark all my achievements, all my goals and stuff. And I wanted to build a room down there with little hallways that I could add on to. You know, maybe a staircase, a leaderboard, like achievements, not just for me, but for the whole like community that we've been building here. And because of that, we're gonna go sleep first. I actually also this year avoided creepers. Ah. Well, that's unfortunate. Taking off my armor, not the greatest idea, but it was an idea. Now I just wait for them to burn. Momentary intermission, chat. I need to get my stuff back real quick. No. Oh, you kidding me? Well, that happens. I'm also going to burn? Okay, so this isn't going very well. This is going very not well, actually. I think he just blew up some of the... No, he didn't blow up the storage system. Well, that's also something that happens a lot in this world. You get used to me dying a lot. It happens a lot more than it probably should, but that's okay. We vibe. Now we just hope he didn't blow up any of my really good stuff, because that would be not good. Oh, okay. I was really worried he blew up my pickaxe. Okay, it looks like everything is intact. Thank goodness. We have not lost anything, and that is luck. A little bit of death only hurt the soul. It's chill. Exactly. I do need to patch up this hole, though, because it is a massive hole. That should be enough. There we go. Do I have any lighting I can put down there? I do. I'm not a monster. I wouldn't let that happen. Look at that. You really think I was just gonna let that sit there? You don't know me that well, chat. Alright. Perfect. Okay. No mobs should spawn down there. And things are mostly okay. Anyways, like I was originally coming over here to say, the Tree of Time did not descend very far when the year started, but over this year I actually built it down into these like really big room that you see now. It isn't technically finished, it doesn't have a staircase up and down, but this is the Tree of Time in its full. It gives me lots of space to add on things, walls to add like achievements and names of people. But one of the biggest rooms so far, and maybe one of the only rooms, is the Hall of Followers. This was the goal for reaching 150 subs, 150 followers on Twitch. I put the names of everybody who had donated at the time, as well as every single name of the 150 people. This is all of them. It probably has changed a bit since then, as we're now closer to, 180 people have probably left, but this is everybody. And you'll probably see some names pop up, you got like, there's Rains, there's Sam's, there's Jade's, there's Kiri's, and then obviously we have Noodles and Cools. These are just people who were, active at the time, and I let them choose out a little quote that they wanted. to add to the board. It was fun. This is one of my favorite rooms in the world. It's nice to like look back and be like, wow, we achieved something that big. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. Who's your favorite follower? It's you. It's Dev. You know, I can't even lie. Truest statement I've ever heard. And with that, now that I've shown off this area, before we head over, I have one last thing to do. There's the wooden pickaxe from Cool. I'm surprised I still have that. And then we have the aviator pumpkin back at the the other place, the trading hall. So we won't color it today. Or no, you know, maybe we will. You would die. That is, you know, that is so true. That is a very true statement. I think we can add... Here we go. 2 years of Twitch. 12, 22, 22. Okay, we gotta fix that. It's a little broken. 2 years of Twitch. 12, 22, 22. There we go. We have added another sign onto our ever-growing trees. Scientifically accurate, even. It's true. You know, if you asked any professional, they would 100% agree with you. And with that, we leave this area. This area is very near and dear to my heart. It's very old as well, so I plan on doing like a lot more building here next year, like adding some more farms, adding some more builds, kind of like bringing this whole place back up to kind of just, yeah, I want to refurbish it. I want to bring it up to speed because a lot of the stuff here hasn't changed, like the tree house, the pathways. A lot of the stuff is old and I could probably do it a lot better now. So with that, we leave this area. Also my bamboo farm. This bamboo farm is a very cool project. I think it was like stream 20, I want to say. Yeah, we're on stream 99 for anybody counting. Yeah, I've been in this world for a long time. There's a lot of hours in here. A lot of hours. And with that, we leave to the second leg of our journey. Or I guess third. We have the Nether to check out, the little pathway between. This is the... Remember the speed of light, don't even talk to me. Well, it's the speed of light. What do you mean? Of course I remember the speed of light. The speed of light is the speed of light. It is the speed that light travels at. In a second, I want to say? It's the number of meters light travels in something. I can't remember. It's either a second or a minute. Because I know there's a light year. There's a light second, a light minute, which is all of that. It's just light fast, basically. And here we go to our second leg, the trading hall, which is very cool. backup armor. May have died to the nether at some point, may have been in the nether for unknown reasons. Let's go out here, actually. It's only raining. Welcome to my village. A lot has changed. This is my second area that I built in. This is a lot of stuff is here, as you can probably tell. We have a few different builds and a few different farms here, and we can start with this. This is my villager breeder. That is currently, the pathway currently is going somewhere else, but it usually goes down there so I can siphon villagers into my trading hall. This build, I believe, was built last year, but might also be this year. I'm not entirely sure. What is definitively this year is this. This is my massive automatic crop farm. My massive automatic farm. It is a giant cylinder of pure automation. And you know what, chat? I designed it. I made it over 2 years ago, and just recently brought the design back and made it look nice. And yeah, this thing is tall. It actually is a lot taller if you put it on the top of the ceiling of the ground. It actually is sunk into the ground by about 10 blocks, so it should actually be slightly taller. It's 64 blocks long. Now for actually a more recent project that I haven't been able to talk about because Saturday hasn't come around. Iron farm. There is, in fact, an iron farm here. This is something I built off stream and am planning to talk about next time Connection Point rolls around. But yeah, simple little iron farm. It's very cute, very fun to build. It's a little bit broken, apparently. And before we get to the main attraction of the actual farm, this used to be a massive copper aging field. We're gonna go over here to our little, like, districts area. First of all, we have our pride flag area. There's more flags to be added. I'm thinking of adding more every year. So yeah, the Field of Flags, June 2022. And then over here, we have the little Christmas area. And these were the people around last Christmas, and I'm planning on adding another barrel this year, so... Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. I might add, like, a center build next year for the whole world as, like, the... You'll never believe this. The connection point into this world, you know, a big center beacon or something. I'm not sure. The speed of light is the time it takes for light to go from the place to the other place, and then it no longer matters because light got to go where it's going. Maybe it stopped at McDonald's all the way in Nuggets, but it's chill. Just absolutely spitting facts today, Raven. You know, it goes from one place to another. Maybe it wanted some burger and nuggets, but, you know, it got to where it was going. And that's what matters. Maybe it's not about the sauce. Creeper. Where's my bow? Where's my bow? I mean, that's almost accurate. Maybe it's not about the speed, but it's about the friends we made along the way. I made a lot of friends this year. Once we get into our Hypixel section, I'm going to talk a lot about that. So yeah, as you can see here, this is my trading hall, everybody. You know, if you haven't seen it, this is my this is the extent of it. You know, we got a few chests here, we got a barrel, we got our one farming villager. This is all the work I've done this year. This took a lot of time, a lot of effort, and this was the serious, massive project that took me almost over a year and a lot of time and effort and energy, and I couldn't have done it, and yet that's a joke. This is the mini holding area that I made last year when I still thought that this was going to be village ruins underneath a village. But as you can tell, it's gotten a lot bigger since then. There's a whole staircase down here and everything. So while it is a little messy and not totally finished, I welcome you all to the Underground Trading Hall. This has been designed step by step, almost completely on stream. Every single hour, every single minute, except for the villagers, which I'm having to do a lot of offline. This has been almost completely streamed by me over the past year. And as you can see, it is quite big and quite amazing. So there's a lot to go over here. This is the big project that I'm... Oh, that's where you went. I was looking for you. So we might as well start at the end, because this thing is and this thing is huge and a little bit messy right now. This is our storage system. This is where we keep all of our bulk items, all of our items, you know, everything that we have lot of amount of. This is where we keep that. This is all of our farms, productions, things. This is all from this thing, by the way. Excuse me. This is all from this, by the way. This is a few hours of AFKing and streaming. This is all pure emerald profit, by the way. And I believe I can take this down now. And this is the future holding place of all of my items. So we have like armor chests, we have different chests for like tools and weapons, books and stuff, we have food. This is where all of that's gonna go. It's finished design-wise, I just haven't built it. And also there's a little door back here that takes us to the water elevator, because there is a main bus line where everything comes in, and I've gotten stuck in there a few times. So, you know, I thought it might make it a little bit nicer to have a way out. Onwards, we have, to our left, we have the bottom, the very bottom of the great automatic farm cylinder. Good friends from before I started streaming will know this as the Quillander. It is the name I gave it quite a long time ago as the quad farm cylinder. I named it the Quillander. It is a design very near and dear to my heart, and while the design palette has changed, the redstone is something that I designed 2 years ago and still to this day works perfectly, which is amazing. This is where I've been storing all my items. I've been growing my nether wart, because I just recently got nether wart. I did not have nether wart until about 2 streams ago. So, you know, fun fact. Over to your left, you'll see what is currently, or what is going to be, the librarian section, which is where I'm working at right now to get all the librarians. Which is, as you can see, there's a lot of them, and there's still more. Over here, we have the automatic flower farm, which I wonder if it still works. It still works. It still has bone meal in it too. I mean, I don't use it too often. And then, there you go. This farm actually didn't work for a long time simply because we didn't have slime balls. I've only recently gotten slime balls, and I only have like 10 of them, so I use them very, very, very rarely. Over here we have our 2 tall flower farm. We don't have sunflowers. Here we have the shepherds area. This is where we keep all our shepherds. It's a little mixed right now, and there's still a few more needed, but that's where we keep them. Over here, if we eat real quick, is our amethyst farm. This actually, this is a little bit of a tragic story here. So I built this the same time that I lost all of my tools. So as you can see, Major Chaos is my Fortune 3 pick. I did not have Major Chaos for like 4 months because I died to the Nether and didn't have a Fortune 3 villager, and also didn't really have a good way of getting levels, which is why I built the automatic farm. Gets you a lot of levels. This was in progress when I was building it, and not only did I lose my tools, but this right here as you can see, has a platform and everything. This used to be a budding amethyst block, but unfortunately I broke it. I tried to unsave and get it back. It had already saved by that point, so unfortunately we lost it. But it became the barrel where we hold all of our amethyst, which, as you can see, I have a lot of now because I have my fortune pick back. It's very soothing, actually, to mine here. It's a very fun design. It's like steps that circle around. Over here is the farmers section. The farmers are scattered everywhere because, you know, of course they are. Over here we have the blacksmith area, unfinished, or it still needs some work. And over here we have the, what are these called? The clerics. These are my clerics. It was actually, I built this like it was an amethyst geode. It was fun. This is where I've been storing all my beds from shepherd trades that I'm going to use for netherite mining. And here is my toolsmith, armorsmith, and toolsmith, weaponsmith, and armorers are all going to go here. This is a fun fact. This is a really old design that I made with lava pouring down a center block. I did that back in like 2016, 2017. That's really old, but I thought I'd bring it back because it looked cool. And as you can see, it's got walkways, we got lanterns, we keep this thing completely lit up. There's different sections for different villagers, different farms. The iron farm will eventually sink down into there. There's a whole, like, water line that connects everything here. And this is almost entirely everything we've done this year. When the year started, actually, I had not finished digging out this hole. It was only about 3 blocks tall. At some point, I actually, when the year started, I finished digging this place out, and bit by bit, built all the pathways, put all the dirt, the walls, the ceiling, the lighting, the villagers. This did not used to exist almost entirely last year, and I made it my sole goal over the year to finish this, and it's nearly finished. There's still a lot of villagers that have to come in here, and iron golems that need to be cleared out, but it's almost there. It is going to take a bit more work, though, which is why I'm doing a lot of off-stream work on it. So yeah, this world is very old, but also very jam-packed with lots of history and things. If you've ever watched a Connection Point stream, it's very calm. I do a lot of calm stuff with here, and a lot of this was built this year, which is just impressive. So now, with the end of the hour, we reach the end of our Connection Point hour, and we go on to minigames, and I'm losing my voice. Oh man, I'm losing my voice a little bit. I've been talking non-stop. So yeah, we're gonna go play some minigames and probably talk about Celeste and Hollow Knight, as well as some of the SMPs that I've been on this year. Because surprisingly, I've done a lot of other stuff than just Connection Point and minigames, which is I forgot about. I did a whole other things. I feel that too. My voice is shy. To be fair, you streamed for like what, 8.5 hours? It was absolutely insane that you did that. My highest is like 4 hours and 34. I did not mean to start that soon. And with that, we're gonna switch back over to this real quick. I'm gonna save and quit. And we're gonna go into Hypixel. We're gonna chat. Five was the first time after the first crash on 1.5. You were streaming for 10 hours. Bestie. Bestie. How? Why? Alright. And boom. You know it, it's mini game time. Woo! Okay. So yeah, I'm not in my usual spot. I thought I might mix it up a little. I'm actually on top of a tree. So to start this off, because we're just going to be playing mini games and just having fun, this happened this year. I was very graciously given VIP by a friend, so yeah, I can do this now. I can fly. It's pretty cool. But if we're talking OGs, if anybody remembers the first time I did this, you are old. I don't remember it. I would have to look back through my, like, almost 180 catalog of streams. It is very crazy. I usually stand here and welcome everybody into games. And we're gonna start with Murder Mystery, because I'm... So yeah, now that we've gotten over Connection Point and Minecraft and stuff, let's talk about games. I have played some games this year. I usually play Minecraft, as you know. I'm most predominantly a Minecraft streamer, but I have actually branched out a little bit. If you were around during June to August, I was playing Celeste. I played Celeste, and I had... Celeste was my first game. It was an ad break. And I died. Well, now I really have to ad break. Alright, the Jeff has requested. There's an ad break, so let me open up Twitch. Hey, the man saved up. There we go. I don't think any of you will see it because we're all subbed, but, you know, just in case. Alright, ad break should be over, I think. Working on crack. Get over your noodle. So yeah. So there's actually a whole story besides... And a hydrate too. Thank you, Pinky. There's actually a whole story behind how I started playing other games. So, of course, as you probably know, me and Minecraft, I do a lot of Minecraft. Which you could probably tell if you've been on my channel for more than, like, 6 seconds. I do a lot of Minecraft because I love Minecraft. It's a very good game. It means a lot to me. I've been able to tell a lot of good stories and have a lot of good memories in here. But you don't, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, I wanted to expand out the things I was doing to be more than just Minecraft. As much as I love Minecraft and will predominantly play it any day, I wanted to experience more things and, you know, play more things that I usually wouldn't get the opportunity to do. The great thing about streaming is that since I stream things, it gives me not only the ability to do games that I otherwise would have just forgotten about, but it allows me to, you know, keep going. You know, if I stop, if I don't want to play a game and I'm not streaming, it's very easy for me to just like say no, and then take a while to play it again if ever I died. But with streaming, I don't feel that. I don't get that way. I kind of just suddenly have all the determination in the world to finish it and go through everything, which is really awesome because it means I get to go through games. And you can't see me. I'm looking at you right now. This all is possible thanks to Jade Spring. I'm not sure if Jade is here or not, but if you see Jade at any point during a stream, thank them very much for the Hollow Knight and Celeste streams. Without Jade, those wouldn't exist because Jade actually bought me them. Jade went around and was an absolute Chad and bought me some games off of Steam, including Celeste and Hollow Knight, both games that I had wanted and put on my wish list, but, you know, had never really gotten around to playing. And around the summer, when I graduated from high school this year as well. Around the summer, I wanted to change things up. I wanted to start streaming the games, and Jade gave me that opportunity. And I decided that the first one would be Celeste. Mostly because that was the first game that I got, which I can't believe that I got lucky. Common JW, exactly, that is what I'm saying. Jade is great and chill after the time I've seen in chats. They're real homie energy. They are. Jade is a lovely friend and a wonderful person. Like, of course, you could always say that I was the one that's streaming them. I made it great, but without Jade, they wouldn't have been possible. So I have a lot of it's a huge, massive W for Jade. So the summer rolled around and I had just graduated from high school, and that gave me the perfect time to change around my stream schedule. Because fun fact, if any of you are old, you will remember I used to stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and like Saturday, Sundays. I used to have a completely different stream schedule. And I kept that stream schedule for quite a long time until I decided to shift it to Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, because those just happened to be better days to do things than Tuesdays and Thursdays, surprisingly. And I did, and I switched over, and we started playing Celeste shortly after. And Celeste went in 8 streams. In 8 streams, we went through and completed Celeste. It took 15 hours in total. And it is one of the best games I've ever played. And of course, my category is, my library is really small. So, it's not like I have much to go off of, but it's amazing. Celeste is a game you should play. And it is wonderful. It is an absolutely wonderful story with really awesome characters and a really cool message. It is just a wonderful game. And so to have that be my first game kind of away from Minecraft was really special to me. Then, after we stopped at Celeste, we started playing Hollow Knight. and that is something we're currently still doing. That started back in September, I want to say. Minecraft will forever be my go-to. Same here. Celeste had a story, and it told that story really well. Minecraft gives you the tools to make a story. You are the story writer, and it's just really cool. Thanks for playing. Who put this sign here? I don't think I've ever been out here. I'm just gonna infinitely loop, and if I die, I die. So yeah, we started playing Hollow Knight, and we're still playing that actually. We started around September, I want to say. It's a really fun game. It's not as... It has story, but it has a lot more of that world exploring thing, or open world. Very similar to, Minecraft open world. It has a lot of open world things, so I have gotten stuck a few times trying to find the next area, but for the most part, it has been really fun to explore and find new areas and unlock different abilities. It is a really cool story too, from what I've been able to find so far. We are 10 streams in, and the 11th will be... Who knows? The 11th might be a while, now that I think about it. It's very cool. And then after Hollow Knight, I'm not sure. I mean, I have a few games that I have plans to play. Like Stardew Valley was recommended. I know I have Gris on my list of games to play. I also, I play Genshin Impact. I might do streams of Genshin Impact. A 3D model of Coke on their sea or just for me. No. That is a thing that you collected and you gotta right click to use it. And I gotta say, it's been very interesting. Have you played Unpacking before? I don't think I've ever heard that game. Oh hey, there's no world. You can just look right over into the edges. Michaela, welcome. We are celebrating 2 years of Twitch today. It's 2 years of streaming. It's really cool. Oh, you're 20 seconds. Oh, that's right. Yeah, for a lot of you, it's the 22nd, isn't it? Untitled Goose Game. Oh, that's a great idea. Whoa, hey. New. Noodle, you were the detective, you silly goose. You were supposed to kill them, not be killed. Michaela, you are cool. So yeah, we have... I gotta say, it's been very interesting to hold Wednesday as the day that I stream other game besides Minecraft. I'ma give it to, it's a nice soothing game. I'ma give it to you, it's a nice soothing game while I'm packing stuff and moving. That sounds one... I know I can't talk you out of giving me something, but I do really appreciate it. You have been so wonderful in the time that I have known you, Raven. Genuinely such a wonderful human being. If I got gifted a sub recently for you, forgot if I mentioned it in chat yet. You did. That would be Raven. Oh yeah, Untitled Goose Game. I remember seeing that. Yeah, Raven went crazy and has gifted like 15 gifted subs, so a lot of people have gifted subs now. Because Raven just is crazy, and what do we even do with Raven? You know, Raven's the kind of person I would hold up like that cat. What's that? It's the long cat meme that I've seen artists do on Twitter and stuff. I say that as an artist, just like the holding up thing. It's like, what do I do with this cat? It's just Raven. Oh yeah, I think I do remember you saying that. But yeah, it's having Wednesdays as a slot to do something else is very interesting, because it means that once a week I get to play something that I don't usually play, and that, you know, it's been a week since I played it, and so even if a game takes me only like 4 or 5 streams, it took me a month to play. I want to be broy there, may I have some loop cat, please? Of course you can. It may have just been as... because I didn't remember getting the sub. 10 karma? Wait, I got 10 karma. Whew. Here, let's play some of this. And I've been loving it. It's been very interesting because, for once, I don't have to worry. Do you want to hear about my dream? I tell the murderous weird man in the clear box. Would I? I would love to. And it's been so interesting because for a long time on YouTube, I didn't really have something I could reliably play, or something I could reliably make videos out of. And playing these games has given me the chance to do that. I've been able to make really consistent uploads of Celeste and now Hollow Knight, and I've been able to venture out and do other things. I'll talk about this more in my recap, but one of the things I want to do more this year, or more next year, is that I want to do more like funny, or not funny, but like more personal videos, like talking about my cats, or talking about how I draw, like doing more drawing videos, stuff like that. Because now I have the basis to do things, now I can do other things. Or now I can continue that and add on more of it. Mention of murder, is that fine? Yes, as long as you don't get graphic. As long as you don't... Wait, everybody, wait. Okay, everybody hold up. Let's all give a round of applause to Rasco. Everybody, I want a round of applause everywhere. Rasco, thank you for showing up. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You're wonderful bots. I'm so happy you showed up. So proud of you. You did a wonderfully amazing, sweetie. Thank you for the free follow. I'll take it happily. And no, unfortunately, I will not be taking your deal. But I appreciate the hustle. You've been doing a good job out there. That's because everyone is. True. I don't remember when that started. But at some point I just started doing that whenever bots showed up. Because it's just funny. It's right, because like, what are they, like, the bots show up to try to prey on innocent people. And they're not going to get me because obviously they're bots. I have been able to avoid a lot of them, luckily. And I know my way around most things. I won't say I've never done anything stupid. But I do at least have my head above the water a bit. So I like to just laugh, have a little laugh at it, make a little joke out of it. And just have fun, because that's what we do here. But one of the things I was worried about for continuing on YouTube past like 2020 was that I wouldn't really have anything to make videos out of, or that I'd have trouble doing it. I may be stupid, but I ain't dumb. Exactly. If they're coming to us, then that's one less person they can come to anybody else, and that's good. But it has been really fun because of Celeste. Celeste is another reason Celeste is so special to me is I hadn't ever completed a series on YouTube before. Every series I had either stopped midway or I lost the ability to continue them. There was always some reason I couldn't. And Celeste was the first series I was able to play beginning from end that genuinely was an amazing series that I would watch again. And hopefully one day I can finish Hollow Knight and say that it'll have 2 series. Whatever game we play out up there, it's just fun. Oh, there's the alpha. And then, also going off of that is, all of you. I will probably talk about this more once we do, like, parkour and kind of chill out for a while. But I was... Yeah, there's a lot of places that will talk about this, but before this year, I didn't think I was going to be able to get anywhere with creation of content on various ways. I'm still teetering on the edge of it's probably going to still take a few years to get there. But at least now, before this year, I didn't think it was possible in any time span to do this at full time at some point. I spent 5 years on YouTube, and it was only in the last month or two. It was only in October that I made it to 100 subs on YouTube, which is a lot. It's a really big goal for me, but it's also really small. And then Twitch, I'm, only just now getting up to 180. Maybe at the beginning of next year, so... I spend a lot of time, thinking that it was not going to be... I was not going to be able to go anywhere and do the things that I wanted. But because of this year, I think it has a chance. I think I really have at least a little bit of a chance to do something. And that is thanks to all of you. I am very incredibly unapologetically lucky to have the community that I do. And that includes all of you. Like, I would not be able to be where I am now, like, at all, without the people like you guys here. It's one of my favorite things about doing the streams is that I get to interact with people that show up. Because whether I'm welcoming someone in new and they stay for a while and the community loves you. Oh, my heart. I try not to... I try to be open about, like, my goals and everything, that, like, that I want to do this full time. I want to be able to live off of this. But also, this is just what I love. I love streaming. I love making YouTube videos. I love editing. I enjoy the process of making something together, and I enjoy seeing people like it, and you know, like it or comment on it or just say like, hey, I saw your thing or I watched your stream and it was really fun. I enjoyed it. That is something that before this year I didn't really have. I didn't have a community before this year. I had a little bit of one. Like I did have the little like I did have little fledglings of a community last year. Obviously I had Jade. I'm pretty sure Noodle came over at some point, maybe early this year. A lot of my you know, early people that were watching was just my friends and stuff. That's usually how it starts, right? That's how it all starts. You start with friends and people you know, and it expands. And this year was the first time I got to see it grow. And I have, like, so many people to thank for that. A lot of it obviously goes to Aspen. Yeah, I have a lot to thank. Chat, I don't have any bots. Chat, okay, chat. look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. What does that thing up there say? Yeah. Chat. What does the follow goal say? What does the follow goal say? Chat. What does the follow goal say? Do you see it? Do you see what it says? It says a little thing. Noodle stream bombing me. It says add channel bots, and you know why it says that? Because there are no channel bots. I appreciate you wanting to do reactions and stuff in the chat, but I have none. I have the only. It can't affect me. I can't read. It can affect you because you can't do any things. Yeah, the only bot we have here is Seribot, and Seri's a moderation bot. You can't keep doing commands. We don't have stream elements here. I mean, I guess you can keep doing it, but it's not gonna do anything. We don't have stream elements. You can't. Whoa, Pinker, you rationing me? Evading taxes? Whoa. Gonna mint the mailbox stream? I think so. But yeah, a lot of this year has been really showing, like, that I can do things, that I can commit art. I love you guys. It makes me smile to see you do that. Oh, hello. But yeah, before this year, I didn't have a sizable... Oh god, I don't... That says Pneumono Ultra Microscopic Silicovolcanicosis. We do it. Okay, wait. New mono ultra microscopic silicovolcanic volcanic goniosis? Oh, I am not trying that, Noodle. Okay. I can only do long words in one language, okay? I can only do words in one language anyways. Viola give cookie. Chat, you're silly. But yeah, before this year, I didn't, have much of a community. And this year, a lot of you have showed up and come for various reasons, whether that was Connection Point or the Aspen subserver, whatever version of that, or the V-Pumpkin SMP, or Hypixel or Hypixel Skyblock, or Connection Point, or Celeste, or Hollow Knight. You have all showed up at some point during this year, and I don't know how to thank you for that. Because, the back of the back of creators is putting their voice out and having people respond to it. That is how content creators work. They put their stuff out, and when enough people respond, they can use that as a career. Off the roof. Whoa. Did you ask first? I don't think I've been asked. Or you came from Aspen streams, or you came from Raven streams, or anybody else that has rated me. I am... It's release 30-minute sneak peek. Now that's a joke. If you don't get that, man. I'm just very happy. Because, I'm still extremely... as you can probably tell, I'm below 200 followers here, and I just barely got over 100 a few months ago for YouTube. If anything, I am farther away now, or I'm still extremely far away from doing this full time. But it does give me hope that it can become something like that one day. But also, I don't really mind that it's not that. I do. The thing is, I do. Where I'm going to work, where I'm going to, make money, that is something that's been on my mind for a few years now. Of course, growing up, that is a big part. You have to find some way to make money. That is just a thing. You have 1,000 subs on YouTube and I don't even post. That is a huge flex, Michaela. Massive flex. But yeah, it was... I thought 100 was impossible on YouTube. And I also thought it was impossible on Twitch, and here we are. My stuff does not grow very fast. After almost 6 years of doing this, I've kind of figured out how my growth is, and that it's not very fast. It is very, very slow for me. I am not part of the lucky few, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop, because even if I have to go out and get a job somewhere else, even if I have to put this on, slightly the back burner and I post less often, I will still post. I will still stream. I will still post videos. I will still do it, even if I have to do it slower. Because this is my dream job. It was my dream job for a long time. even before I knew what that entailed. And now that I know what that means, what I have to do, what I have to work at, how I do it, I still want to do it. I am still very much creative. Slowly growth is better than rapid growth. Be flexing to a friend. I'm happy to call him a friend. I'm happy to call you a friend, Laven. Yeah, it's funny that for a long time I thought, well, before I knew what it meant, I just thought that, just by, posting one thing, I didn't really either have an idea of how to do it. And for a long time, I just was like, oh yeah, if I just post a few videos, or if I just like do a few things, whatever, I'll just like do something small, and then boom, I'll get, the thing I've always wanted. Of course, I was like 13 at the time, and didn't know how to do that. So of course it didn't work. That's not how YouTube works. But as I grew older and I got into 2019, 2020, 2021, I of course had been alive longer, so I knew how to do things better. And I slowly learned how YouTube works, what it takes to do those, and how much of it is just hard work and luck. You just mix those together. A lot of hard work, a lot of time and patience and crying, but also luck. A lot of people get lucky. And some people do it slowly, and they get lucky, I'm gonna stop for a moment. I'm gonna use the restroom. Don't be dumb, chat, okay? Contain yourselves. Nobody die, okay? I shall be back. What happened? Ah. I'm gonna go read chat real quick. Min's a super cool friend, slow growth or rapid growth. Yeah, I'd rather grow slowly over time than getting big overnight. It's very true. Yeah, if you get used to the rapid growth, and you get a number. Yeah, you get the number go burr when number no go burr brain. I bought 7 kilograms of Colombian flour. You know what's weird? That as facing content creators, we share so much of our life on the internet, but no one could but face the words being spoken. I own the stream now. Commit first degree murder. Anyone in its door, I'm making nitroglycerin. Me. Hit the ground too hard while trying to escape skeleton. Want to do an ad break? Most of us subscribe anyway. Nothing sparkle. Okay. I'm caught. I accidentally pinned the message. Unpinned message. Oops. I might have just temporarily pinned water. Sparkling water. I hope you all enjoy sparkling water because I just pinned it. I was not trying to do that. I'm silly. Okay. Noodle, are you okay if we go over to I don't know, Bed Wars? Why sparkling water was pinned? Yeah, apologies for that. I don't care, whatever you want, bet. I'm curious if it'll let me do solos with 2 people. I guess we're doing doubles then. But yeah, I was told quite a lot over the years that, you know, the way that I was progressing and, you know, gaining things, it wouldn't get me anywhere, and that I wouldn't be able to do anything, you know. I had a few people imply that to me, that the way that I was doing things would not work, and I was growing too slowly to be able to do this. And I really believed that for a long time. I honestly still kind of do. It is a hard shell to break, I'll say that. You know, when you've been on YouTube for 5 years and the best you make it to is like 80 subs on YouTube, you start to question things, right? You really start to question, like, can I do this? Really? Because it's not just slow growth, it's almost nothing. And I really believed that for a long time, that after that original belief wore off, that I would just immediately do it, it became, I'm not going to be able to ever do it. And yeah, like I said, it's not like that's gone away at all, or gone away completely. But I do think there is a future for me here, if I work at it hard enough. One of the things that I realized this year was that no matter how fast I was growing, right? Because that's the whole thing, right? You want to be able to You want to be able to do things, and yeah, there's a lot of competition on here. And one of the things that I was able to realize this year was that I was still here. Right? Like, even after all the odds were stacked against me, and there was, like, no reason I should continue, right? Even with no reason to continue, I still was. I still was continuing. I still was doing amazing things. And producing things I'd never been able to do. I mean, despite only reaching 100 subs as of October, I not only completed my first series, started streaming new games, but I released a film. I not only have played Minecraft, but I've played other games. I've expanded my bubble of games I've played in. I've made new friends. I've streamed new things, streamed longer, streamed more. I've made more videos this year than I ever have. That is a true fact. The year I made the most number of videos was 2018. And I think I made like 29 videos, but that was also 2018. That was before I really started editing videos. So that was the year I had made the most number of videos. And this year I surpassed that by like 5 videos. My total is going to be like 34, I believe. Which is amazing, right? I did all that. I've almost beat my YouTube sub count for the year, and it's almost reached the highest it's ever been in a year. And I did all that with just over 100 subs. For the most part, I didn't even have that. And I realized at some point this year that I wasn't going to stop. And that my size didn't matter to how much effort I was going to put in. I'm going to put in effort no matter what size of anything I am. That's not going to change. Because if I'm able to put this kind of effort in when I have a very small community, then who knows what's possible when I have something that's maybe slightly bigger. It doesn't matter. It's true. It's a lot of it's up to the person. You know, that's why people come and stay. And yeah, going back into how Jeff said, Twitch and YouTube are two of the hardest platforms to grow on. You're doing very well for 2 years. Yeah, Twitch has been slightly higher and slightly faster than YouTube has. Which, you know, live streaming, that makes sense. And then YouTube has been pretty slow, but again, my goals have shifted since I first started this. When I started this, I was just like, I want to do this and I'm gonna become, you know, cool and grow. True, but there's also a lot of people on there. At least from what I've heard, because I don't use TikTok almost ever. TikTok is good for growth. TikTok is good for getting you out, like out into the world, and then bring them to other platforms where you do other stuff. Mm-hmm. 1 YouTube, Twitch follows, like 300 followers, TikTok. Yeah, I would say so. It's a lot easier to get followers on TikTok than it is the other platforms, just because of how fast TikTok is and how much scrolling helps with that. Oh, I'm dead. At what point was I gonna realize I was dead? But yeah, it was a very good year this year to be able to realize that even if I had nothing, I'd still be trying, because I do have people that are here, you know. Is easy grow and easy fall. It's very true. You can put out something and it goes completely viral, and you can put out something else and it barely gets anything. TikTok is so volatile. But then why don't I have 300k TikTok followers? You know, you got a point there. You know, Pingu, consider your... or no, Jeff, consider your mix matched.
Download your favorite podcasts and listen uninterrupted. Try it Family Plan.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I cannot speed bridge at all. Hope you know that. But I sometimes can slay. Did I just get lag hit? Oh no, it was you. Oh, I died. But yeah, this year has been very positive for me. I've grown a lot mentally in a positive way this year, which is something I want to go into in my full year recap and things, but I've grown a lot as a person this year. I've become a lot happier. And part of that was realizing that dreams don't always come fast. And that even if this dream takes me 10 years to achieve, I'm going to do that. I'm going to try because this is something I love. You know, if I was just doing this for the money, which is something that, you know, it is part of it for me. If it was something I was doing purely for the money, why am I still here? Noodle, there's somebody behind you. Because if all I really wanted was to make money off of it, wouldn't I have given up after 5 years on YouTube, after a year on Twitch? If anything, why didn't I slow down or work less? Why did I instead work harder, put more effort in, make more amazing things? I mean, before this year, I hadn't made anything over an hour, and then I released something almost 2 hours long. And that was just on the edge of getting 100. That when I started that whole Hemlock's film, I had barely even 90. That was the whole thing, was that if I was really just doing it for fame or for money, why was I still doing it? Why did I still continue to put things out even if I knew that no one was going to watch them? Because I wanted to. Because at the end of the day, I wanted to make something that was special to me and make things for other people. Alright, bye Michaela, thank you for popping in. I appreciate having you here. I enjoyed making things for others. I enjoyed hearing how that affects people, how people see it. If they like, I enjoy hearing people talk about stuff. And talking, I enjoy talking myself. I enjoy making stories. And because of that, and YouTube and Twitch and even other places like, you know, Discord or Twitter and stuff, they give me ways to express me and tell my own story and share my story with other people. And maybe even help other people start their own stories. That is what I love to do. I love being creative. I love writing and editing. I love recording. I love streaming. I love filming. I love drawing. I'm even off of stream, I am a very creative person. And doing the things I do now allows me to be creative. And I can't think of a world where I don't get to do that. Because I need to be. I need to be creative. It is just like a part of me. I genuinely, like, there have been times when I just feel restless and like I need to do more whenever I'm not able to draw or talk with or like build something or do something. Which also might be ADHD. But a lot of what I do is because I love doing it and I want to do it and I enjoy doing it, and it's not something I would do if I was just doing it just because, you know, I just wanted to get somewhere and do something and get big, right? And that's when I realized that it didn't really matter what size I was, because no matter what, I was going to put in the effort to make something I loved. And that wasn't going to stop whether I had 10 subs or 30, like 10 subs or 10,000. I was going to put in the effort no matter what, because I was doing it for me and for the few people that I do have that watch. Because I am very lucky to have friends and even, you know, friends and other people who have enjoyed my stuff over this year and over the last few years that have become a part of this community, that enjoy what I make and that watch it. And I keep going. Not only for myself because I want to and because I love it, but because I love seeing other people's reactions to it. I love seeing it make their day that I made something, or seeing that they enjoyed it, watching it, and it made them think of something, or it reminded them to play a game, or they're like, oh yeah, I haven't thought about that in a while. That's what I love. Oh. And that won't change no matter if I have 100 subs or 1 million. I think finally, after nearly 5 years of doing this, I have reached the point where, well, even as life is going to get much more difficult for me to do this, depending on how next year goes. This is still going to be my goal, my dream. And that doesn't change, you know, for anything. That was not what I was going to say. I was going to say something else, but I have forgotten it. But with this, we've reached the 3-hour mark. Or the 2-hour mark, which means we gotta change. It's time to go to parkour. And also change our music. And now we just wait for a second. I'm using the music from V Pumpkin streams because I enjoy it. Is there a parkour button? Housing. There we go. Let's choose a house to go play some parkour at. That'll work. Intro remix Ayo. Yeah, There it goes. So yeah, that was because I couldn't find avocado. Sad. But yeah, I've been very thankful for this year. For, you know, not only my own, like, I guess, determination to do this and try, even if, like, I knew if it was not going to be able to go anywhere anytime soon, but I kept trying. But also thankful to everybody else who's made this possible, because it may be small, but it is not zero, the things that I've been able to accomplish with everybody here. I mean, like, I was able to meet all of you, or you were able to pop into my streams and enjoy what you saw and become a part of this community that we've built. We may be small, but it's ours. It's, you know, it's something we decided to do. It's something we decided to make. I made it. I put in a lot of effort and tried. And all of you decided to stick around. And I'm forever thankful for that. Even if, like, a year or two down the line and maybe another job works out or something and I stop this or something, I'm happy that I got to have this year. Because I know deep in my heart, and very apparent now, that next year is going to change a lot of things for me. A lot of things in my own personal life. Because of things that happened this year. And those are good things. Like, learning how to drive, that is going to be beneficial to me. Getting a job and starting to make an income, that's good. But it's also very scary. I had hoped for a long time that this would eventually be my job, but like I said, after like the first year or two, I realized that was not gonna work. And, you know, I'm probably gonna be moving out next year and finding my own place to live, whether that's with a person I know or by myself. Still not sure. You know, the future holds a lot of changes, but it is very unknown for me. And that is that's something that I worry about, is that just, I don't know where I'm going to be next year or what's going to happen, what I'm going to do. I have no idea where Men's the Mailbox is going to go once this year ends. I mentioned this in my 5 years video of YouTube, 5 years of YouTube video, but I always knew that 2022 was going to be the end to so many beginnings. You know, After 4 years, I graduated from high school. I had some things going on with I've had broken front teeth since like 6th grade. Since I was like 12, 11, and this year I got them fixed. I have my full permanent tooth caps on. I was on a long-term survival world with a bunch of my friends that I knew in person, and we'd change the world. We'd get a new seed, a new world. We'd update it every time Minecraft updated. So we ended up with 5 seasons: 1.14, 1.15, 1.16, 1.17, and eventually 1.18. And this year was the end of that. Actually, only recently did we say goodbye and start a new one that we are playing on now. It was also the end of it was the beginning of, but it also had a lot of beginnings. 2022 was, if nothing else, it was so many beginnings. I have never, genuinely never felt happier than I have this year. This year has been amazing for my mental health. I have never known myself better as much as I do this year. I've never had, the community aspect of doing stuff like YouTube and Twitch. I didn't have that before this year, and I've really appreciated that. I reached 100 subs on YouTube. I released a film. Did not think that was possible. It, 2022 was this point in time. I knew from the moment that 2022 started that it was going to be the year. I didn't know it yet how much that would be true, but I knew that I was going to try this year to make it something worth remembering, something super special. And oh my gosh, did it become that? I mean, I met all of you this year. I started playing VR Chat this year. I started playing Genshin Impact this year. I hadn't played Celeste and Hollow Knight before this year. I got to know Aspen better this year. I got to know a lot of people better this year. And now that I'm out of high school, and you going into whatever workforce or, social thing, whatever job I end up getting, it's just going to open up more pathways. It is for all the change that 2022 brought. It was like a bookmark. It was this wrapping up of an entire era of my life, the last 4 years of trying to figure out me, what I love, what I am best at, what I do best, who I am, how I work, what I want to do, what I can do, what I can't do. For the past 4 years, 5 years, I've been trying to figure that out. And 2022 solidified all that work and made it into, who I am. But because of that, that now means it's time to move on. It's time to take what I've learned and go forward into whatever the next chapter of life is. And I'm not letting go of everything. I have had to let go of some things, and it was painful. I won't deny that. I've had to let go of some things this year, and even previous years I've had to do that, but this year was definitely saying goodbye to not only my past and, you know, the parts of me that were confused or trying to figure things out, because I wasn't confused anymore. I wasn't lost. I have a better idea of, you know, my place and what I want to do than I ever have, and I didn't need to question that anymore. I didn't need to wonder what I love or what I'm best at or how I want to spend at least the next few years. That was all given to me this year, and yeah, I'm very thankful for that. But it, you know, it means that it's time to, or it opens the doors up for newer opportunities. Now that I figured all this stuff out, it's time to do more, do other things, you know, start building the rest of my life together. And I have absolutely no idea where that is going to take me or what's going to happen. But I know that I am going to try my hardest to keep doing this, because it's what I love, and it's what I have loved for a long time. And even as I got older, even as I got wiser and more experienced, if anything, I got more determined to do it. More involved, more determined, more thoughtful. If anything, it grew this year to get stronger. And I have no doubt that next year will also be amazing. It might even be more amazing than this year, which I think is going to be hard to top. Actually, I'll take that back. I don't think a year is going to beat 2022 for me for a very long time. And I say that just because 2022 is just a nice number to say. It was a wonderful year number to do all these wonderful things to. But also because, like I said, so many ends and so many memories, so many, you know, things have started, so many things have ended, so many things have either left behind or grown. You know, a lot of seeds were planted this year, and a lot of saplings have begun to sprout up. And where that goes from here, well, we just gotta figure that out, you know? I am very happy and a little scared for what comes next. But even if tomorrow, right? Even if tomorrow everything disappears, or I disappear, I got to have this year, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. I wouldn't trade the things that I have done this year for anything. For everything. To next year. I know this has definitely been one of those years that you look back on and you go, oh my gosh, how has so much happened in 12 months? And then you think about it, and you think about each day that happened and all the things that happened, you're like, oh, how did How did all of that happen? I mean, there are things I have forgotten. Like, does anybody remember when I used to stream Hypixel Stranded? Hypixel Skyblock Stranded. I did that at the beginning of the year, which I forgot about. Or when I played on the first version of Aspen Subserver and was going to be the biggest farmer of the entire world. I was going to have a huge farming thing. Or when I played for a month on the V-Pumpkin SMP, which is still going, by the way. I have not joined the Christmas server, but I am part of the server. I am part of the server, and I do regularly interact with them. They are absolutely wonderful people, let me tell you. Taz, one of the hosts, is genuinely wonderful. Everyone there is so cool and so sweet. The V-Pumpkin group is an absolute blast to hang out with. Next year's gonna be so special for me and probably for all of you guys too. Don't leave us. Hey, I'm gonna try to keep doing this for as much as I can for as long as I can. I don't know how long how long that will be. Like I said, this year has really taught me that I don't know the future. I've always known that, and like I've always accepted that, but the future you keep moving. You know, you keep moving forward. The present is always changing. The past is growing, and the future is always coming, right? We are always living our lives. And the hard part is that it's totally okay to, like, take a break, like, take a moment and not keep moving towards the future at all times, right? It's okay to, like, sit down and think back to the past or revisit it. But you can't stay there. Because the past is the past. It's gone by. And if you spend all your time in the past, you, what was I gonna say? If you spend all your time in your past, then everybody moves on into the future. And, you know, you don't. It is... I'm getting emotional, it's just... If there's one thing I love, it's sharing things with people. And these careers that I'm trying to do here allow me to share things with people, to share a little bit of me out into the world, and see if anybody latches on. And all of you have. I've pulled you in. This is a trap. I've tricked you. You're all stuck here now. It's me. You've been trapped in by this cat girl, and what are you gonna do about it? How does that make you feel? I love it's. I like how you think. For as quiet of a person as I am, we tried to block Raven's message because Raven said below you. Oh, that's so dumb. Wait, I wanna read that. Oh my gosh. Oh, That's so dumb. If you keep looking behind the winds of change, if you keep looking behind the winds of change, you're still going to... Or, okay, if you keep looking behind, the winds of change are still going to blow you forward no matter how hard you shove back. It's best to go with the flow of those winds. A little push can change them if it's the right direction. Yeah. Yeah, the winds are always going to push you forward. And, you know, sometimes you can sit down and take a break, and sometimes, you know, you can change it. Oh yeah, I should accept your message. There you go. But pushing back only makes it more tiring for you, only makes it more effort. It is to ruin everything. It's true. Sometimes the winds just decide, hey, I'm actually a Category 5 tornado, and I'm also a tsunami. Have fun. And you're just like, wow. There goes, like, everything. Fun. Sometimes the winds are really mean, and I don't appreciate that. But sometimes they're okay. I guess the great thing about doing this has allowed me to open up new opportunities and meet new people. Like, I never would have met Noodle, I never would have met Raven. I probably wouldn't know Aspen as much if I hadn't done this. And of course, I didn't do it to find new people. That just is something that happened along the way. when I was 13 or when I was 11 wanting to do this, that was never something that was on my mind. That is true. We did meet before you came over. And then you became a staple of this channel, a straight up Men's the Mailbox classic. It is, yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't, yeah, if there's, I mean, we still have another like 30 minutes or so, but if there's anything I've learned from this year is that I don't know what the future holds. Like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 2023. I don't know how, like, what I'm going to make next year. Like, I have a few goals, but also I have a life. My life is going to take up a big part of next year, just like it has this year, and I don't know what that entails. I don't know what happens tomorrow, in a week, a month, a year. I don't know where I'm going to be when the next Twitch recap rolls around, when the next, like, when the 3-year anniversary rolls around. Will I even still be streaming? Will I still be making videos? Will I have grown at all? Will I just have stagnated in terms of, like, viewers or things? Like, who knows? Like, maybe I do, maybe I stagnate and, like, nobody follows or subs, and it just straight flat line from here. And then maybe life gets in the way and I'm not able to stream or make videos, and I don't know, post art or something. Maybe that happens. But, like, we don't know. I have zero idea how next year is going to go. It is a complete mystery to me. And I think that's why I'm a little scared of it. Is because, at least with 2022, I knew things were going to happen. But they were... No, you know what? No. I'm doing the same. I did the same thing with 2022 that I did with 2023. I knew things were going to end, and I was scared of it. I didn't know how things were going to roll around when I had my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. When I graduated from high school, I didn't know how it was going to be when I opened new things or did things. The thing about the future is it's scary because we don't have any idea how it's going to turn out. It is unknown. It is the fear of the unknown. That maybe we have a few ideas of what might happen, but it's an entire year. And just anything can happen. Anything good, anything bad. It's a complete mystery. But if this year has taught me anything, it's that I don't have to be scared of that. Do not lick the wall. It does not taste good. As long as I don't have a giant scandal that ruins my reputation, I'm good. It's me. I'm the giant scandal. I'm going to destroy your reputation and then eat it for breakfast. Your reputation will taste like bacon, and I will eat it for lunch. Did you lick the wall? Oh. You're lost. I think Noodle just gained something. He gained the ability to lick a wall. I'm on level 145. I just noticed that. I've totally zoned out of doing this. I guess it is easy, so that's probably why I'm getting along so well, because it's made to be fairly not super difficult, or not like impossible if you don't try it a billion times. But yeah, if this year has taught me anything, it's that change is not only inevitable, but it can be scary. It is okay to be scared of where the future is going to take you, but you can't let that hold yourself back. Because if I guess one of the best examples is this year. The whole skin I have, the whole, I mean, I had the Willow persona last year, but the skin I have now, the whole outfit, the complete main outfit I have, that didn't show up until after I had my 5-year anniversary, and that was all thanks to Aspen. The main outfit that you now associate Willow with did not exist until like mid-March. Before February, I didn't have a drawing. I didn't have a style of how I drew. I didn't have a specific way that you could look at a piece of art and go, oh yeah, that's Mittens. That's her. Now I do. I have a specific pen I use for drawing digitally. I draw on my sketchbook all the time, or not all the time, but when I draw traditionally and digitally. I have developed my style to a place where it is like pretty cool, actually. I'll have to share some of my art in the recap video that I make next week, but I've improved. Like I've improved like a massive amount. I know how to do anatomy. I know how to do not only human anatomy, but also anthro anatomy. Mostly, you know, if you couldn't guess, mostly catgirl anatomy. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I never licked a wall or two in my day. Past few have taught me a lot of change, and most things I learned are good, and the rest I've learned how to avoid similar scenarios. And yes, I'm behind my brain-hidden IRL lag spike. It is okay. Automod hate me so many. Did Automod get something else? That's dumb. I will tell it no. Yeah, change happens, and honestly, the older I get, the better I get. I've never been happier, I've never been healthier, I've never been more productive, I've never been more efficient, I've never drawn at the level that I can, I've never edited or streamed at the level I can now. I hadn't done any of that before this year, and it's amazing the things you can do in a year. It's searching for more disk space. This year has given me so much that I can never thank for all of my time. I'm so lucky that this year happened the way it did. I wouldn't take it back for the world. And yeah, like I said, I have no idea what the future's gonna hold, or how it's gonna work, or what's gonna happen, but I know no matter what, I'm going to make it to the end of next year. Which is a far off goal that seems impossible to me right now. But you know, I've felt that way before. The end cannot be in sight for me because I don't even know what the end of today is gonna look like. What's gonna happen. But I make it. I continue to make it through the days, I continue to make it through the weeks, the months, the years, and I continue to not only get better, but improve my life, improve my skills, improve my career and my journey and my skills and my resume and all these things. Like, I've done nothing but improve myself this year. And not always intentionally, it just happened with practice and patience and a lot of kind words. If there's anything I'm good at, it is making up really good speeches. Or like, what is it called? What are they called? The speech that's the like speech positive perform? No. What's the word? It's like kind, but not. It's inspirational. If there's anything I'm good at, it's giving inspirational speeches. I don't know why, but I am really good at it for some reason. And I have made people cry. I've made myself cry over them. For as scary as it is to say, I am excited to see what 2023 brings me and everybody here. Because if this is what 2022 gave us, if 2022 became a very solid foundation, not only for me, but for a lot of people moving forward, who knows what we're going to be able to build off of that foundation? Where we're going to go, what we're going to do, how we're going to feel, who we're going to meet. Maybe, you know, who we find, who we live with, who we be with, who we make friends with, who we lose, who we find. It's going to be like any other year, but like every other year, it's going to be something special, something unique. And whether that is bad or good, we're gonna make it. And if we don't, then goddamn, we gave it our best try. We gave it our best shot. And isn't that the point? Isn't the point is that we tried to make things better, that we tried to do things the way we wanted? And as long as we tried, then, well, you've done the best you could. You've done something that nobody else could. You don't have any avocado. This Noodle, I don't think you can keep being a regular here. You don't have any avocados. I don't think I can allow that. In this kind of environment, in these streams, in my streams, just I don't think I can allow you to continue being here. I mean, it's avocados. You know, we have a rule here. No avocado, no life. The hitman will fast be approaching your door. If you hear a ring, don't worry about answering it. Please make it move so. Okay, but only this once. Only this once. I'll make an exception because you have been very nice. You are always very nice to me. I appreciate it. If there's anybody that's an MVP, it's Noodle, because, like, no matter how well I feel after a stream, or no matter how good I feel during a stream, or if a stream went well or not, or if I forgot, or just not feeling good, Noodle just somehow always comes in clutch and is just like, you know what, I love this stream, you did a great job. I don't know why he keeps doing it, but I have never failed to not appreciate it. No, wait. I have never failed to appreciate it. I just have to put on the shopping. I have never failed to appreciate Noodle for the kindness that he shows me. That even though I am... I do the stream and he does the watch, I will never be able to show how much I appreciate that you show up at 1 a.m. in the morning to watch me play Minecraft or Hollow Knight or Celeste. Even if you have to go, you still try your best, and I'm so thankful of that. I am answers my Discord teams. Yes, I do. That is a lie. You lie, sir. You lie. Actually, what if we bring back some old music? I got ghosted by you. Wasn't the last thing you said to me that was that you wanted some water? Something about water. Or was it milk? What was it? Okay, I'm gonna change some music for our last little bit. I'm gonna bring back some old music that you have not all heard in a very long time. Chillcraft. I have not listened to this in a stream or in a while, and you never DM'd me. I'm sorry. No. Oh wow, this music takes me back. It's people like Noodle that really make doing this special. People like Jeff and Michaela and Jade and Kiri and Moss and Raven and Aspen and all the other people that I can't think of your names right now, but that show up to even like every once in like every like 20 streams. Even to the people who do that. there's just something about it that is, you all make this just as special as I do. I may be the streamer and I may provide things, but without all of you, it would not be the special vibes that we have now. To Blues, yes, dang it, yes you do. You are in Raven's wake. You are a bestie. You are so cool, and you make cool things, and you look cool. Like, you haven't even heard me go off about how cool your VTuber model looks. Like, it looks amazing. Which, as an extension of you, means you look amazing. And also, you're just awesome. Watch the smallest stream and get bored, but I have not gotten bored of you yet. Yeah, you know, like most people who show up, I don't expect anybody to stay. And so it always is a welcome surprise to see somebody come back. It doesn't have to be every stream, but just come back and say hi. And just love being there. If there's anything that I love, it is making something that people enjoy. And to see all of you enjoy that with me is a gift. It is a genuine gift. And I'm careful with how I say that. I say that knowing that it's just, I can say that to you guys because even if I don't know you on a personal or on a like visible in-person level, I have gotten to know you over like what, the last few months, over the last few months, almost a year now for Noodle. Raven's more recent, but like Jeff, I believe, is a few months old. Michaela's quite a few months old. I believe Michaela was back when I was doing the Aspen subserver back in like what, March, April. Although I would probably say I'm probably a bit closer, or I try to be careful with, you know, being online, because how many months is like 23 years? I'm old. That's cool. He's older than a few months. It's like I'm sorry about how long you've been here, Noodle. You silly goose. Oh no, I had because I know, you know, I've been on the internet for a few years. I know how the things run, and you got to be careful with how you talk. You know, it's important to know. It's important to establish that even with as many chill vibes as I try to do, and I try to, you know, build at least a sense of, I try to, you know, I am friendly. I try to be kind to everybody. I do still try to make sure that I'm not building something that could be seen as detrimental or, you know, like horribly parasocial. But I feel like, at least for the people who have been here for a while, I can ease up on that a little bit, because I've gotten to know you over the course of many months, or I've become friends with you. And I think once somebody hits friend level for me, I feel like it's okay to say that. But also, as a streamer and as a creator of things, you know, I owe things not only to my own work, but to the people who watch it. And so it's a careful line you gotta walk, but I do appreciate you guys a lot. You know, whether I have 1 sub, 100 subs, or 100,000, you will always be the ones that were here first. One of my favorite things. Sorry. No, you figured it out. Dang, how you gosh darn did. You got me. One of my favorite things that I've grown to appreciate this year is that I get to have a small community. I get to have a group of people who show up and like my vibes. And whether they show up every other stream or once every few weeks or months, or they show up, pretty often. I have a small enough community that I know everybody's names. I recognize everybody. I know who's been here for a long time because I remember them and I'm probably friends with them. And I know who hasn't been, who's new and just finding out about me. Raven, you're different because you're my friend, but you're also very new. I think it was something Mark said. Markiplier, if you didn't know who I was talking about. It was the way that I forget what he said exactly, but it was something about that the moment he realized that he didn't have his community wasn't small anymore, and it wasn't just his, and that it had grown so much from being able to be personal to him anymore, that it made him cry. It affected him a lot. And I thought about that. It was obviously something I thought about before, but hearing that, it was I'm very happy to have the community that I do. That, like I said, I'm going to put in the work to stream and to make videos and draw because I love it, because I want to do it. Sometimes I need to do it, and it's what I enjoy, it's what I love. And even if that means that I make very little money and I don't have the huge numbers and it doesn't go anywhere, if it means I get to be happy doing what I love and I get to have my little small community here with me, then what more could I ask for? What more could I ask for than friends being here, or people that watch me because I'm a streamer they watch, or just people who are coming in for the first time and enjoy what I do. It's what more could I ask more than having that, having faces, having names I recognize and faces that I know mixed with something that I love doing. Because once I realized that, I realized it didn't matter what size I was, because I was okay with how things are. It doesn't matter if I'm small. It doesn't matter if I have a small community compared to everybody else, or I have a medium or a large size community, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I love, and there are going to be people here who enjoy what I do, and I get to know the people who do that. Maybe not everybody, but I get to know some of you. And What more could I want? What more could I ask for than to do what I love with people that want to see me do that? I just enjoy it. It's being creative makes me happy, and to see people that either I know or that know of me enjoying me being creative, or either like me for being creative, enjoy me for being creative, or just know me and just being creative comes with the package of me. I get to do that. I'll always enjoy it. Except for maybe killing... Oh, I can't convince you. It's like, oh, but Noodle, I had the water. Noodle. They asked for it. Noodle, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to kill them. You gotta forgive me. No, because I kill people and you'll steal my fame. He's got a good point, chat. I have my ball game and he has his. I can't exactly step into his. We don't want to be competing entities here. You have your business, I have mine, and that is okay. But you know what? Now I have extra time, which means I get to rant about Raven's avatar. Because you can't avoid it now. I have been watching a lot of Raven recently, actually. It's just literally like, it's great. I appreciate it. I am just me. And me is somebody I've never met before. And anybody else, and it is, I smile a lot, and even when I don't, it makes me smile to think that someone I know is smiling, and that's really all I need. I can be happy by myself, and I can be happy seeing other people be happy. I don't need much more than that. But also, yes, Raven, your VTuber avatar is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I love the hair. I love your hair. I love the black and the blue. It is such a cool fade. It looks so nice. I adore the tail. I adore the tail so much. It's so poofy. It's so fluffy. Like, with permission, of course. I would just... I would give it many pets, many hugs. And your outfit is so cool. I love all the little like pins and buttons on it, and the jacket is so cool, and like, just, man, yours is so cool. Genuine love from one creator to another. Yours is so amazing. Oh, I fell backwards. Yeah, 2022 it's closure, honestly. It's closure on a lot of previous years for me, but it's also closure that future is going to be okay. That I survived one of the best years, but also one of the most difficult and demanding years. To do more, I had to give more, and to give more, I had to make more, and it, up until the very end, it's going to be a little bit of a rush, but it's the I love that. I love that. That is amazing. Yeah, shout out to everybody who just shout out to everybody who, as they grow up, changes how they look to fit who they are, because it's so amazing. Like, even if you're not trans or queer, any part of the LGBT community, as you grow up and your style changes and you change and you figure out more about yourself, it's so cool seeing people find who they are and getting to be themselves. Even if that means, you know, growing up and just figuring out their place or figuring out who they are. And especially for people who want to transition, it makes me smile to think. Just like, I can't wait for you to get that, for you to have that. Because I can just imagine, as somebody who, you know, shares that dream in some form or fashion, or in some similarity to you, or in some similarity to anybody who wants to do it, I can just imagine the happiness it'll bring you to do it, and especially knowing what you want to look like, knowing who you are underneath the shell is... I can't wait for you to reach that. Mine is a little bit different. I have a few ideas on what I eventually want to look like. I can't exactly look like my persona, unfortunately. A little bit of a different hybrid species, you know. Can't exactly do that. I'd love to. I would adore being able to do that, but we haven't figured that one out yet. You, Raven, you look great. Both now and in the future. And I hope you have the confidence to believe in yourself and who you are. Because you deserve that confidence. You deserve the ability to feel proud of who you are and what you want to be, even if it takes something to get there. Even if it takes a lot of work and effort and money and surgeries to get there. It'll be worth it, because it'll be you. And that is the best gift that you can ever get, is to be yourself. And with that, literally something. Do you plan on going through surgeries? I do. It's a long way off, but there are a few I do plan on going through. As well as vocal training. Oh my god. Let me tell you, the moment I move out, if that ever happens, I'm gonna be doing so much vocal training. I do have a few things that I do plan on getting eventually to make me happy, to make me feel more comfortable. But those are quite a bit of ways away. Those are some of my first start vocal training. Start doing it. Wait, you haven't? That's just your... Which, by the way, you have a lovely voice, Raven. Vocal, yeah. I might have mixed up the words a little bit. Yeah, by the way, everybody, shout out to Raven for having an absolutely wonderful voice. And even if it changes, you know what? Training to speak more feminine, yeah, it is. And it can also go the opposite way. It can go like, you can, it's very interesting how like a more masculine voice is more in the chest and a more feminine voice is more in like the throat and the head. It takes a lot of training to get there. It's easier. It is easier to go from feminine to masculine because lowering your voice is a lot easier than raising your voice. I will say that. You do. I like if you do end up going through vocal training, all the power to you. But your voice does sound very feminine. It is very nice. It's very cool too. Yes, my propaganda has worked. My voice has not changed, but I've gaslit everybody. They hear my voice, they're just like, yes, women. I've tricked you all. Here, as soon as I finish this level. No, you know what? I believe. Got me, yeah. When we talk about... We don't talk about what's going on. What are you doing in the Discord? Hey, Mittens Menagerie is a quiet, calm, chill corner in the fireplace. I don't know. Although there was that funny joke about the knee surgery earlier. And... Am I gonna close stream and find out something crazy horrendous happened? Probably, but honestly, I'd enjoy it. I would enjoy whatever horrendous thing happened, but I enjoy the fact that I can laugh about it with the people that I've met through doing what I love. I enjoy that there are people here that enjoy what I do, and I enjoy getting to meet them. And then once again, we stand Raven. You know what, everybody here, you are wonderful, genuinely wonderful, for sitting through like 3 hours of this. Because all I've done is just talk about me and my journey and, you know, 2 years Twitch and all that, and it's like... I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you all stayed this long. Or that, you know, the people that were here came and said hi. It's very cool to just see. I will forever be thankful for the year we had together. Even if everything changes, I will forever be thankful for the time that you have all given me in your lives, and the time I have been given in yours. At the end of the day, we are a very small community here, but it's ours. It's our community, and wherever we go from here, at least we can hold the memories of the good times we have made. Because we are not immune to the good times. We are never immune to the good times. Go watch Good Times Let's Go right now. That man is amazing. 3 hours. 3 hours to sum up an entire year, and I probably missed so many good moments and funny laughs and wonderful times and inspirational speeches and changes and losses, and there's no way I can sum up an entire year in a few hours. I can try, but at the end of the day, we can just celebrate that it happened. Celebrate that an entire year has gone by since last time, and not only does that mean I have now been doing this for 2 years, but it means that I have made friends with so many people here, and my life has changed, not only for the better, but it will continue on, and it will go. Like I said earlier, I've never been as happy as I have been this year, and a lot of that is my own personal life, but it's also thanks to you for giving me the opportunity to grow and change and be Men's the Mailbox. You all make Men's the Mailbox possible, and I will forever be thankful for that. So, without further ado, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you everybody for celebrating 2 years of Twitch with me. And here's to the next year, wherever that brings us. Because even if everything changes, we at least have this moment right here, right now. And that will never change. And I'm happy I could share it with all of you. So I have been Men's the Mailbox. Thank you to everybody who's chatted, listened, followed, subbed, gifted, listened, ranted, vented, explored, adventured, built, told, written, edited, recorded. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next time.